Dad was born in 1891 on a farm in Bullinger County, about 25 miles west of here. There were 7 members of the family, 4 boys and 3 girls. 2 of the girls died of consumption, what it was called then, tuberculosis. The 4 boys and their sister remained. Their father died at age 47. Dad was the youngest. He was only 7 years of age at that time. We talk about the hardships and difficulties economically that we have today. In 1891 and in the latter part of that century and the early 10 years of the next century, times on the farm in the country were difficult. There was no electricity, no plumbing. There was really no refrigeration except what they might improvise on their own. The water came from on high into cisterns. The farm implements were simply muscle and a team of mules and rather unusual, antiquated farm machinery. The ladies did all of the housework. They milked the cows, they rendered lard, they made all of the clothes. The men did the farming and all of the extremely hard work with the help of the ladies. And they all managed to survive and make something of themselves. Life was frugal and Spartan and difficult in those days. We can't imagine growing up in this kind of area. And we have some of the members of Dad's family, his 3 brothers, Arthur and Burette and Roscoe and his sister Lily, who are here today to help celebrate this building. And Dad always said, were it not for his brothers and his sister, he would have never had the opportunity for an education. One of the great virtues that Dad possessed, some of which was just natural and some of which was acquired, was his memory. At 12, he recited the Gettysburg Address and the Second Inaugural. I remember when I first started practicing law in the 50s with Dad, one day he said, "What day is this?" And I said, "It's March, the 7th of March." "Of course." And with that, he began the recitation of the opening Daniel Webster 7th of March speech before the Senate, which was credited with postponing the Civil War for 10 years. And you remember Webster approached his colleagues in the Senate and he said something that is always plagiarized today by so many of us. "I come to you, my colleagues, not as a Bostonian, not as a Massachusetts man. I do not come to you as a New Englander, but I come to you as an American." And after hearing that, then Dad went on for another 5 minutes, reciting part of his speech. Another time during the President Nixon debacle, I was talking with Dad about it, and he said, "Yes, that reminds me of the great impeachment trial of Warren Hastings and Sir Edmund Burke." Warren Hastings was the Governor General of India, and he was impeached before the House of Commons for high crimes and misdemeanors. And at the end of the impeachment trial, Sir Edmund Burke, one of the most magnificent lawyers of the time, gave an hour-and-a-half summation at the impeachment trial. And lo and behold, Dad began to recite.